Ever thrown a boomerang and watched in fear as it flew back to you? Now imagine if that boomerang was every negative word you ever said about your competitors. In today's video, we're diving into the boomerang effect, how trashing competitors comes back to haunt you. Get ready to explore the unseen forces of business karma, where every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Buckle up because we are about to reveal why playing dirty in the game of business can end up playing you instead. So today we're going to talk about bad mouthing your competitors. What does that actually mean? It means you're talking trash about your competitors. It means you're putting them down, you're talking gossip about them, you're talking negative about them, you're belittling their service, you're saying that they do bad service, that they provide bad quality, that provide bad service, and that they do a bad job in general. Why is that bad? Well, in general, because it comes back to you. As you badmouth your competitors badmouth you. And the client, who's the ultimate winner, if he badmouths your competitors, there's an old saying, you should probably not get that client because he's going to soon badmouth you as your next service provider. So, in all, when somebody badmouths you, let them be, but do not play that game. Even if you're just working for somebody, do not badmouth or gossip your peers. That's a bad thing. It's a bad in terms of your own self-esteem because it's kind of signals that you have a low self-esteem, and it's also a bad tactic, in life or in business. Why is it a bad tactic? Because it simply signals that you're not, self-confident, that you're thinking that this is the right way to do it, and you're also not playing the long game because your competitors can be your friends too. So there can be a time where a competitor or your peer has a lot of, some resources that you perhaps want. And when he's going to think about it, who should I forward this business or these resources? He's going to think, about three people. You should probably be one of those three people that gets his resources. In business, if you have a lot of work, you should consider who we're going to forward your business to. Is it going to be somebody who you badmouth before, or you gossip it about, or you talk dirty about? Or is it going to be somebody you talk nicely about? Or is it going to be somebody you just, kept your opinion to yourself? You have when it is to forward and you have talked badly to your client about your competitor, you cannot forward your client to this business. You cannot forward the client to this competitor because he's going to think badly of you and the competitor. So you should be really careful not to say something bad about it. For me, I was guilty of this as well, but then I read something about this signaling awareness about this signaling really low self-esteem, and really really struggled and tried to stop doing that. And now when a client comes and he talks badly about a competitor of mine, I actually get a red flag because I'm starting to think, why is this client talking badly about another service provider? And will this client talk badly about me in a couple of months' time? So, and I'm thinking, I'm leaning more towards a yes. So I'm thinking, I'm not going to take this client. On the other hand, when a client comes and he tells me about a lawyer that I know he's not dealing with such kind of issues, like I had the other day, a client who was served by a service provider. Like the other day, I had a client who was served by the other service provider, and I know that this service provider, although very good in his own field, did not cover the field that the client actually did. And I just inadvertently made the remark that he was good in another field that I didn't know that he was taking business in this field, and just objectively. And he said, well, he was kind of not very good, but now that you mentioned that he was good in another field, it's kind of very logical to me because he mentioned some aspects of the case. He mentioned some aspects of the business that were on that area and not on the area that I actually primarily want. So I didn't actually talk badly about him. I just pointed out what his weaknesses and strengths were in objectively, and I didn't even put the weaknesses front, but I put the benefits, the opportunities that he was good in an area. So I didn't say talk badly about it, and the client was very okay with it. He said, "Okay, that just happens." They forwarded it. That just happens. They referred this service provider for me, and I that just happens. They referred this service provider to me, and I took it. I didn't know better. So we talked, and it was a really pleasant, occasion. And I wasn't feeling that he would badmouth me, and I wasn't feeling that he would badmouth me later. So that's why I'm thinking. So that's why I'm talking. You should never close your doors. You should never burn your bridges, so to speak, in this kind of situation, because you never know who's on the other side. Because you never know who's on the other side. Because he could be a relative of some of the competitors. He could be actually an important decision maker, or even worse. I could get a case that I would need to collaborate with this person who I badmouth gossiped about or gossiped about. And that would put me in a really weird spot because before I was talking something bad about him. So I try not to do that. And also, it's good business practice not to do that. We're all competing for the same business. The quality of work, the quality of presentation needs to be in front of, the work needs to be in front of for the client, in front of the business for the client. There is no need for me to talk about the competitors. I need to talk about what I can do for the client, what I can provide, what problems can I solve, not what the competitors can do. Because the client came to me, the client asked me what I can do. So focus on yourself, not the competitors. If they ask you about the competitor, if they ask, provide an honest opinion. Either I don't know, or he's a competitor of mine, I know he exists, or some clients have complained, some clients were very happy with it, or some clients were okay with him, some clients not. Like in life, this happens. You kind of tick with somebody and don't tick with somebody. Like, tell the objective truth. He's out there, he's my competitor. Some clients were happy, some are not. Some clients are not happy with me either. Just be objective, be fair. So that's all for me, and I hope you like. And if you skip to the end, don't badmouth your competitor, because it's gonna go back to haunt you, either in business way or in moral way or in your life way.